Hey, baby.
Out of my mind, I'm still too young to feel this way. Still too young to be.
Okay, guys, so this is the fourth day of interviews. Well, only one interview today. His name is Vincent and he's from the Netherlands. So we're gonna call him and have an interview with him. Hi!
Hey.
You hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because I'm at work currently.
Ah, okay, that's good.
So, hi, I'm good. How are you?
Alright.
Basically, what I wanted to do with this video was I was scrolling through the For You page and I was seeing that, you know, on TikTok when you see you have your friend, noticing that a lot of persons that I was looking up to and was following were following me back.
Yeah.
So I had the idea to basically have a sort of interview with them to get their different experiences on the app. So I have a list of questions right now that I'm going to be asking. We're going to start off basic. First one being, what's your name?
My name is Vincent.
And where are you from?
I'm from, I live in the Netherlands and in the city Amsterdam.
Yeah.
You know where it is?
Yeah, I was studying in England for a few years.
Okay.
So I'm familiar with Europe and so on. But you say you live in the Netherlands, so you born there? Born and raised there?
Yeah. I'm not from Europe originally.
Yeah.
As you can know. My parents are from Suriname,
Oh, okay.
which is, so I'm South American actually, but I was born and raised in the Netherlands. So, yeah. So you know where Suriname is, right?
Yeah, I've been to Curaçao, like down in those areas. I actually live in the Caribbean. I'm from the Caribbean.
Where? Where do you live?
St. Vincent. It's a small island in the Caribbean. Yes, your name is Vincent.
St. Vincent, yeah.
So it's called St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we're made up of 32 islands and keys. It's basically in the Caribbean, and like Suriname is a little below us. Like the West Indies and then Suriname and Curaçao and so on is below us. So I've been to that region, but I've never been to Suriname before.
So, are you there right now, St. Vincent?
Yeah, I'm actually home currently because of the whole pandemic. I'm doing school from here.
What kind of school? What kind of school are you in?
Accounting.
Accountant. Okay, accountant.
Yeah.
Going to find a major that you want to do.
I'm not really interested in the whole sit down in an office.
Okay, so you're not sure if you want going to keep doing this.
Yeah. What did you major in, if I could ask?
What did I what?
What did you go to school for? What did you major in?
I went to school for. I can translate that. It's multimedia design, which is everything. If you would compare it, it's like it's accountancy, what you do, but then media, like graphic design, video design, everything that has to do with visual side, and also anything that has to do with computers, digital or analog. So it could be flyers, like print, or it could be digital, like something you see on television, like making movies, making websites, programming apps, everything that has to do with media. Like the phone, things you watch on your computer, things you watch on your TV, things you watch in the cinemas, everything that has to do with media.
Well, it makes,
this cup right
yeah,
here.
like the graphics on it.
It's just a cup and there's a design, so I could design that too if I wanted.
Well, now it explains how your videos are like of that kind of quality and, you know, edit and so on. It's really interesting to know that you do that. So if I'm supposed to major or like study something else, I think I would go into something like that or fashion. Either or.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, because I asked everybody else this, how old are you?
Are you recording this?
Well, I don't have to put this in if you don't want it to be in this part.
No. Are you recording it?
Yeah, I'm screen recording it.
Okay. No, good to know. No, I don't mind telling you my age. It's 36.
Oh, you look good for 36, I must say.
That sound that you made. You were surprised. How old are you yourself?
I'm 22. I'm gonna be 23 in October coming up this year.
Okay.
What made you start TikTok?
Made me start TikTok. I was looking for a way to bring out what I do. I teach also. I also teach. I've been teaching for a lot of years. And
So you have your own studio?
I have a YouTube channel also.
Oh really? I'll go subscribe.
And on my YouTube channel, I make dance tutorials, teach classes, and I wanted to bring that to a broader audience. And I learned that TikTok has organic reach.
It does.
So you know that when you post something, it gets shown to different people. Some people will like it, some people will not. But it's a free way to promote yourself, basically.
Basically.
And I'm also passionate about teaching people. So that was the perfect platform for that. I could just drop dance videos and also teach them how I would do things, but I could also lead them to YouTube. So
to get more in depth.
Go to my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
My YouTube channel will grow from YouTube. It will go to my TikTok channel and also to my Instagram. So that is actually the base of why I started doing TikTok, to get a bigger audience.
A bigger
reach. Because like I said, I love teaching, and it's fun to teach 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 10 people, one person, and yeah, that's basically why
you started. I shouldn't even be asking you this question because it's obvious that your content is teaching and dance and so on. Because the next question was what you describe your content as. So
my content.
yeah.
My content is entertainment. That's what I do. It's education and entertainment, so those together.
Okay. Well, I know this might not be relevant to you because you already had YouTube and so on. When you started TikTok, were there any discriminations against, like, why did you do that from your friends, family, or persons in your country?
Oh, good question. No. I think people were asking themselves why I was doing it. And they might have their reasons, but nobody told me like, oh, why are you doing this, or what. I think maybe there's one person that dropped a comment, but that is not family, not a friend. It was just a stranger. Somebody on my dropped a comment beneath my video and said, oh, why are you doing this? Like, because I have I have a career behind me as a dancer and a choreographer. I've done a lot of I've had a lot of success as a choreographer, doing high profile jobs
and so on.
As a dancer and as a choreographer. So people were like, oh, this person, it was just one person that said it. Like, why are you doing this? Why isn't this beneath you, or something like that? Oh. And I disagreed because
it's a way to promote yourself.
What did you say? You also have to understand why I'm not more than somebody else. I'm just a person. I know how to do certain things.
Right.
But on TikTok there are people that love to do what they want to do. They love to dance, they love to sing, they love to make jokes, and I love to teach. So, and just shoot videos. So it's a perfect place for me to be there. So that's why I was like, yeah. But then I can imagine that there might be more people that think like that. So that's why I made the assumption that maybe there are people that were like, oh, why is he doing that? But it was just one person, so I shouldn't base it on that. But
On that one person.
I don't have family and friends that were like, why are you doing this, or didn't like what I was doing. I don't care. Personally, I don't really care.
The reason why the question is on the list of questions I have, right, is because in the Caribbean we get a lot of discrimination if we hop on to American trends. So when I started TikTok before quarantine, and it was basically a thing where persons were asking why is she doing these white people dances, why is she on TikTok, why is she on this app, and so on and so on. And for me, it was because it's something that I like to do. I like to learn different dances, and the short dances make it fun to do.
Yeah.
And eventually when it became quarantine time, like lockdown time, everybody started joining TikTok, and then after it was like, oh well, I can see why it was fun now, but like you were bashing me a few months ago because I was on it.
Exactly for that reason, you shouldn't care what people say.
Yeah.
I think. Because I know maybe in different countries, it's in different cultures it might be more heavy. Like let's say you have people that are Muslim.
Yeah.
It's a different community. So if you maybe dance as a man, it might be more heavily. In some countries you're not allowed to dance. So for me, it's easier said because I don't listen to what people say actually, and I don't have a lot of people trying to influence me because I don't listen to people that, personally, not to offend people, but I don't. If you are not, let's say I want to be successful in dance, yeah, I wouldn't listen to somebody that's not successful in dance.
True.
So your opinion wouldn't matter to me because you are not where I want to be. So why should I listen to you? And you also don't pay my bills.
True. Very, very true.
So but I do understand what you're saying because sometimes on TikTok or like sometimes I get these messages like I don't get a lot of hate, like not at all, but there's once in a while there's somebody's like, yeah, why are you teaching them our dance, and or our from our culture and stuff like that. And I can see the protectiveness because a lot was stolen from people from our without background, without giving any
Any kind of credit or anything.
recognition or just taking it and claiming it as their own. But it's not everybody. It's not everybody is the same. You know what I'm saying? So it is a deep conversation, and I do understand that where it comes from. But you should just leave people be to do what they want to do.
I totally agree. Once they're not harming anybody, I believe that you should just allow persons to enjoy life and have their own fun.
Yeah.
Because it's not affecting you in any way if they enjoy themselves like that way.
Yeah, but that's also like you have a lot of haters. And if you look good and you're something that is interesting or getting a lot of attention, people will just hate on you for no reason. People will look for things that are not even there, and you know, right? And I also noticed on TikTok, women get more hate. Women have it the worst on social media. Like it's crazy.
Like I was surprised when you just said that you don't get many negative comments because everybody who I spoke to so far, I've spoken to I think about 6-7 girls so far, and all of them I've asked them how they deal with the negative comments on the platform, and all of them had tell me to either like have to block people, have to delete comments, have to just ignore and stuff like that, especially women who's trying to downgrade you. And then it's like somebody told me I wasn't pretty the other day under one of my videos, right?
Okay.
So I responded with a video, and it was a video of me laughing, but like I wasn't actually laughing. I was like paying attention to something else, so I was just laughing in the video. And the person didn't reply after that, but my supporters were like telling them that they like, you know, they probably just jealous or stuff like that because they don't have any posts or anything. They're not putting themselves out there for the world, but they judging real hard.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of weird because it happens a lot too. I don't want to say outright, but my country especially, me having the following that I have, and I have a good set of following on Instagram too, a lot of persons find problems with me, and I don't do anything to people. I stay to myself majority of the time.
Yeah.
And I don't even find that I'm like of that much importance. Like you said, I'm a regular person. You know, that's how you view yourself, and then other people may not view yourself like that, and they would feel like, oh, so she feels she all that, no, this and that. But I've always been a person to stay by myself, and because of the following now, people expect me to be in DMs with people and so on, and it's just like I need my space too, because I just put in the time and effort to create the content. Myself is important just as much as the content that you guys are asking for.
Yeah.
And persons get really upset with me because I take time out for myself.
But people like will always find something to hate on, and they say if you get haters, that means that you're doing something good.
Well, that's what I've been told whole of 2019 and 2020. But like I don't like the idea. Like, oh, just leave me alone. Like, if you don't like me, just don't tell me about it. Just don't talk to me. Just like keep your negative opinion to yourself. I don't need to know.
That's not gonna happen.
I know, but like that.
You just gotta accept it. You just gotta accept that hate is as much as part of this world as love. It's yin and yang. It's dark and light.
You must have one to have the next. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's just gonna be that because not everybody is there at a certain point in their life, and that's how I see it. Like you travel, you make a journey, you grow or you won't grow, and you know if you grow and you learn, you know more about yourself and how to appreciate things, you won't do stuff like that. People that are hurt other people. Hurt people.
True.
You know,
Very
so,
true.
And as long as you are hurt, you will stop trying to hurt other people, and they will always be around. Not everybody will reach that destination, and when you understand that, you will just laugh about it, and it won't affect you at all. So that's how I deal with it, because to me it's just people that, you know, when somebody leaves a hurtful comment, I just see it's where do you need to be in your life to write something like that.
Yeah. Because
I'm too busy to hate on somebody else.
And you literally take any time out of your day to literally bring down somebody who doesn't probably even know you exist.
Exactly. So you can only do that from a place that is so negative, you know. So that means you're a negative person. Why would I care about a negative person?
You should.
What does that add? What kind of value does it add to my life? Zero. So I wouldn't give it too much attention. I just see it as people that are not developed.
You basically answered majority of the rest questions, like while we were speaking. Because the rest questions were what motivates you to create more. You said that you love to teach and you love to dance, so like this is something.
Yeah, but there's also something else. This is also something that I need to say because I noticed that there's a beautiful side on of creating and being a choreographer or a dancer or being out there having a lot of followers. But me, I'm an adult. I'm a grown man, 36. You need to be able to pay your bills, because you cannot do this on likes and likes and
follows and so.
You can't eat your comments.
True.
You can't eat your likes. So it's also important to, because my YouTube channel is something, as long as YouTube exists, and my videos are out there, I can earn money, basically. So my tutorials that I teach, like if I'm 80, I can still make money. If
all of that, all of that.
So I also, and I will always be young in my videos. I can always have that. I can teach for hours and hours and hours and hours. And when I'm 80, I can't do that shit anymore.
True.
So what I want to say with that is, you also need to. I think it's important to have intellectual property, which is that I can pass that on to my children if they, are interested in it, or it just could provide for them too. But it's something that is completely mine. I make the money. And it's something that lasts pretty much forever. It's digital. And that mindset is also very important. So that's also the reason why I do it, because I grow my own brand. People get to know me. I have a bigger following, which is interesting also for brands. And that's also work that I put in there. It's not just, you might see that, oh, he's having fun, but there's also a business side to it. And I also want people that, there's somebody who's like, oh, I want to do what you do.
Because
there's also
you're speaking, and I'm literally thinking that you motivated me to actually try and push myself more. I don't push myself out there. I don't promote anything, but I want to at least reach a point where I can do sponsorships and get recognition somewhere outside of my country, because it's very hard to make a living in my country itself, and it's something I can do.
Would you consider moving out of the country?
Yes and no. Reason why yes is because of the same tear down mentality, but I think that I love my environment, and I don't want to sacrifice my environment for the cold where I was living in England and the craziness in America and so on. I'm just there but it's better for me elsewhere.
Let me change.
Okay.
Because there are different ways of getting sponsorships.
Not true.
Let's say for Instagram, you can have a brand that likes your content and tells you, hey, I would like for you to wear this hoodie. I will give you this amount of money, and that's a sponsorship. And it doesn't matter where you are, because you have an audience, and people can order that hoodie from everywhere, from anywhere in the world. Or even music artists can approach you and say, hey, this song, I want to have it in your video. This is an amount of money. Here you have it, and play the music or do whatever you want, create the content. So what I'm trying to say is that there are more ways, and I'm speaking from experience. So I'm not saying, oh, this is an idea. This is how I make my money.
Okay.
From these type of sponsorship, and I can imagine that is pretty much where you want to go to, because that's what you just said.
Yeah.
Right. So so you have to open your vision. It's not only about YouTube. YouTube is an option, but there are more options. You have TikTok, you have Instagram, you have your YouTube channel. You have multiple platforms. So what it's about is growing your audience. And to go back to what you just said, pushing yourself. Me myself, I consider myself an introvert. So I love being inside, but I learned to be out inside.
Yeah.
So I can do both, but I get energy from being by myself.
By yourself. That's when I create content the most too. When I'm by myself, like my ideas store and I do everything.
Now, see, there you go. So then, but to me, it feels unnatural to push myself, you know. But I had to learn that, and I had to just say, forget, you know, what people say. Don't think about it too much. Don't worry about it too much. And also don't. It's not a wrong thing to push yourself. And what I mean by that is, you know, making more content or creating your content and using trends to give yourself more exposure, you know, to get more of a bigger audience. The only thing that is stopping you, what I just heard, is that, you know, what people will think of, you know, what people will say, or, you know, they would try to, you know, give you a bad name, you know, or just bad reputation, and that is something you need to get over. There's something you need to deal with fast.
Okay.
Too fast. You need, really, because it took me also a long time, because my first tutorial was 8 years ago on YouTube. 8 years ago.
That's
and in between, there are a lot of things, and it's not only because what people would say. There are a lot of other things, but just getting that focus on you, on what you want to do. You know what you want to do, because when I hear you speak, you articulate very clearly what you want. The only thing that is stopping you is other people that will not be here in a few years or whatever. Other people that, they don't care if you fall off a building or off a cliff. They will not worry about you for a long time after that. So I'm saying, so those people don't matter. They do not matter. It feels like it matters, but it doesn't. It does not, because they will not feed you when you don't have a roof over your head.
Definitely not.
They will not do that. So I'm saying, so as soon as you realize that you're just going to work for you and just work on what you want to do, because I'm 36, I've seen a lot of things, but I'm not 50, so I have a lot more to learn. But what I know,
you should always be learning, yeah.
What I know until now is that people are not going to give it to you. That's why I also admire you, just setting this up, setting this interview up, and I was like, okay, I'm down. I like people that are, that take action. You took action, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm trying to also create a lot of bonds with persons outside of St. Vincent. Every time I go to a different country, I could always hit up somebody and could always create content, collab, meet persons, different cultures.
Network,
yeah, networking, and it's important to network, especially inside of content creators. So I was really nervous to message you, not gonna lie. And I was very surprised when you answered me. I was telling my mommy about you, and then after when you answered me, I was like, Mommy, he answered. And then she was like, what did he say? I was like, oh, he just said he's in. But I was just
yeah, sometimes I'm short like that,
I was just nervous, and I don't want to feel like if I'm harassing somebody, but also you never know if you never try, right?
Exactly, that's right.
And so when I saw you following me, I was like, oh, I got big friend. I was so surprised when I saw that you were following me. So I decided, let me see if I can message you too, because a lot of persons that I message were smaller creators like me. But I also wanted to see, what's it like to have a bigger following and so on. So I was, maybe he might answer, and maybe I can get his point of view.
Yeah. That's good. I admire that. That's very good of you.
Thank you. So this is basically the end of the interview. We basically covered everything. You covered everything before I even asked them. So that's no problem. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna allow you to shout out your Instagram, your YouTube, your TikTok.
Well, check me out if you want some fun content with dancing on Instagram and on TikTok. My name is Vincent from Amsterdam, and yeah, come check me out. I teach for beginners, people that love to learn how to dance, and also people that are a little bit more experienced, and just have fun and just you know, take it one day at a time. Yeah, and something that I would add, like, you know, invest in yourself, believe in yourself, and don't let other people, you know, stand in your way for achieving what you want to do.
This interview was, I think, probably more beneficial to me than to you.
No, it was. It's cool. What I love is to, you know, also get to know people from different countries.
Yeah.
And also just your point of view, and you know, just getting to know different people. So everything I look for me. But I'm glad I could add something of value to you.
Thank you.
And with this, there's also something that I would love to add is something that people don't really realize is, especially, or just in life, is add value. Value to, if you add value to people, if you can bring value to people's lives, you will get a lot more opportunities.
Okay.
Let's say on TikTok, it's cool that, you know, you can dance, or you can, you know, do a certain trick, or that you look good, or whatever. But there's going to be a point that people are like, okay, cool, but you can add more. If you can teach somebody something, or you can just, you know, make somebody's life easier, or you can just make somebody happy, or, you know, something, bring something to you, and that can really boost your channel.
I like to spread peace and, you know, good vibes. I always preach that I don't like negativity, and I never want to hear you can't do it, because a lot of persons watch me do my hair and my makeup and so on, and they be like, they wish they could do that, they can't do that, and I was like, I couldn't do it years ago either. Like, I used to sit down in my room in high school and just play in makeup, not going anywhere, just play in makeup, and I'm still learning and I'm still getting better because I'm self-taught. I'm not, like, you know, nobody's helping me.
Yeah.
And
that's good.
And when persons say that they can't do things, I encourage them to try. A girl told me that she can't do makeup, like blending and so, and I literally sat her down and told her, listen, it's not gonna be perfect the first time, not the second, not the third. Maybe it might be perfect for the 5th time, and then it might mess up again for the 6th time.
Yeah.
You always have to keep trying. And then she sat down the next day, and then she messaged me the next day, and she was like, so she tried a full face of makeup, and she was like, it actually came out better than she anticipated. And I was like,
yeah,
that's the point. You're supposed to keep trying, because
if
you don't try, you'll never know what would happen.
Exactly.
And I think that's the most important thing. I try everything. Like, I would try anything that I think would not kill me. I would try it.
That was good talking to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for being a part of this, and thank you for being an inspiration, because I definitely love to see you doing all of the duets and so on. I thought that was such a great idea.
Thank you.
Because I think that's how I first found you, and that's when I first followed you. And I think what I'm gonna do when we start back dancing, I'm going to let on Saturday when we have dancing, my dance group follow one of your duets and see how we all do.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So thank you for participating again, and I hope this is not. I hope this is not the last time we ever, you know, cross paths or
definitely.
communicate.
If you're in the Netherlands, you should let me know, and if I will visit wherever you are, you know, I will follow you, so I can, you know, maybe, because I will travel after this pandemic. I will also travel more, so maybe we can in a different country.
True, but thank you again, and thank you for your time. Because say goodbye to my YouTube channel.
Alright, bye YouTube. Make sure to follow and give this girl likes. You know, we need this. It's good for the channels. So support the girl and yeah, stay active.
Bye.
Alright, see ya.
That was good.